It was an idea made famous by our very own Alan Partridge, not forgetting that the traders need access to Dixon's. But today Norwich remembered the real history behind its pedestrianisation. 50 years after London Street became the first high street, not just in the city but in the country, to remove traffic, a ceremony's been held to reenact the moment it happened, complete with ribbon tying instead of cutting.
Norwich really led the way in terms of pedestrianisation, and everybody else has followed. We proved that it worked, we got the traders on side, everybody was in favour of it, and since then it's spread over the whole of the city centre.
Today's ceremony heard how the original closure of the road was actually down to chance. A collapsed sewer meant cars couldn't access it for 6 weeks, but it was so successful for businesses, the City Council decided to make it permanent.
There were 800 traffic movements an hour on this street, which is quite busy. It had narrow pavements, which pedestrians were forced to stay on. And if you wanted to cross from one side to the other, you had to run the risk of crossing a very busy road. And of course, it would have been full of fumes and emissions from the cars. Not a very nice place.
Today, though, there are tables in the street, buskers and not a car in sight. And it's a trend that's spread around the city, with other roads like Gentleman's Walk and most recently Westlegate and All Saints Green following suit.
I think often sometimes you need those sort of individuals and those sort of visionaries to be able to push those boundaries. And again, we're doing it, as you say, in the city in different areas, and there's a fine balance to be had between the needs of the business and the needs of the community and the needs of the city. So you just have to make sure that it's a well-considered piece.
Last time he was in the city for his Alpha Papa film premiere, Alan Partridge travelled by helicopter. He might still be dead against pedestrianisation, but 50 years on, London Street's legacy is still keeping Norwich's future firmly tied to its past. Lauren Du Bois, Mustard TV, Norwich.